Thanks for joining me here at Power Mods. Take a look at this. The Jaws Rowdy can for the AXYS 800. And this wicked Jaws pipe. More power going in. We took our turbo out, so we're gonna put this back on because we're going on a trip and we can't detune or depower our sled. We always gotta power up. So take something off, put something on. So we got this Jaws set up. We've got this very nice little shield on here. Keeps things from getting too hot under the air. Keeps things from getting too hot under the hood. And you want to keep that heat in the pipe. Heat in the pipe is very important. It makes it go even better and faster. And look, we have this. Not a trail-friendly can. Look, guys, stop running cans on trails. You know, I'm not one to preach. I shouldn't preach. I'm not one to tell people what to do. Let's just put it that way. But it's not good for the industry. It's not good for the trail guys and all that. I respect the trail riders, but you know, depending on the area you're in, they don't want you running cans on your sleds. It's just the way it is. But in the back country, you know, nobody out there to hear us but the loons and the chickadees, and we have no issues out there with those guys. I've never had one complaint yet. So we love running these. I'm not going to get into the politics of them all, but we're going to put it on our machine. We're going to shed a ton of weight, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to get her done. Let's do it. Okay. Now I see springs. I see springs. I see dead people. So I pull all the springs off, the ones that I can see, right? Get at them. Of course, we just put this on when I took off that Boondocker turbo, and I just don't like it, man. I don't like the sound of a sled with no can on it. Not only that, but that Jaws pipe puts out another, what is it, 9 horsepower, Simon? Something like that? I think it's 9 horsepower. Phew. That's pretty substantial. When you're cutting out the weight of this, here, what's that? Now, we'll weigh it, but there's a couple springs we were missing on here because when I took the whole turbo set off, when I put the turbo set on, we needed to use some springs for this and that, and I think some of them ended up on one of my lands. Did we leave another one down there? Nope. No, we're good. So this suitcase thing should pop right out. You're going to have one more spring holding it from here down to this little cross member here, a brace. Really, that's just about it. Oh my God, what does that weigh? I should be doing curls with this. This is our handy dandy SLP fish scale. Just under 18 pounds. Just under 18 pounds, you get that?
Yep.
Yep. Can't seem to locate our other camera. We went out for a rip the other day, and yeah, in pure Power Mod style, it's going missing. 18 pounds. Okay, let's do this. So we're replacing that with this. What do we got? Just under 3 pounds. All right? So we've shed 15 pounds so far. We don't have to go on as much of a diet. Let's get in here. I'll take apart these. I should be able to. Did I do that for here last time? Underneath. Now I've got a lot of springs on here. For the turbo. And be careful when you're taking these off because especially if you're running a belt drive, you don't want one of these falling down and ending up in your belt drive. I've been there. I've done that. See, it's correct.
There's another one underneath.
Yes, there is. We've done this kind of stuff in the field before. You don't always need one of these fancy pullers. I've done it with bootlace. Bootlaces work. A little wire, anything you get your hands on if you need to get the job done. That's what you got to use, right? Oh, forgot to take my sensor out. Now, very important when you are doing this, boys, you always got to put never sees on this thread here, because it does not take, because of the heat cycles and all the powder and the moisture that's underneath the hood here, this one really gets seized up. You don't want that. You got to make sure this probe is working fine. It has an effect on the overall operation of your engine. There we go. That's all my springs. That's all my springs. Let's do a weight comparison. Is that about 9.5 pounds? About 9.5 pounds? Is that what that looks like? Same weight. See? Same weight. Virtually the same weight. Makes sense, right? When you are doing this, you got to make sure you use your old, well, don't use your old donuts if they're not in good shape. Ours are. Now what you got to do is install this little spring retainer 60 millimeters back from the center of this one rivet here. We just push this on, get on there. I'm just using a hand riveter on this. No big deal. Gotta reuse this mount. Position into place. Yeah, sometimes what I'll do is I'll wire these springs up as well. That way, if I lose one of them, they won't end up in the belt drive. Now, hold on. Okay, so, all right, so the trick there, because it's under in kind of a bad spot, we just rolled the pipe up, put the clamp on, or the spring on, and then use this cross member right here just as a leverage point, and boom, on she went. There are two rubber mounts that you need to reuse. This is one of them. Right, and the other one here is on your frame. That goes in there. I just leave that on the frame and settle it into it. Now, do one of these. And I'll gotta go down at the same time. Oop. Why is that not Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna lock these two together. I'll come and do that one, and I'll button that one down. Roy.
You have a lot more storage in there now.
Oh my God! Look, we could put our pops in there for ripping. Put our sandwiches in there. I like to read the odd novel, and then we could put a book in there. I'm kidding. I don't read. I just look at the pictures. Now, You know how us snowmobile guys are. That won't work tight. It might move around as this gets tightened down though. I'm gonna buckle this down. I think we're gonna have to get some better ones. Oh, that's better. This one has a wire on it, which is even better. I think I'm crazy about the wire thing, but I've seen it happen. I've been driving and the spring comes off and ends up in the belt drive and bang. Bam. That's it. Is that it? Solid. Nice. Oh, there's one. Oh, I see. Yeah, there was one that went around the frame here, this little cross member, and it went up to here. So we need to figure that out. And oopsie, one of those springs I didn't like the look of. Looked like there wasn't very much tension on it. That one's better. I just gotta know where to get that around the frame. It's a very specific. See, it's gonna do that, eh? See how easy that came up? I just went doop, and the whole thing came right up. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna look for that spring to do that. It is around. I know it.
You should start it up.
Is everything?
Well, the air box isn't back in, but
We will start it up when we get it all back together. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna hunt for that spring. We're gonna throw this back together. Then we're gonna hear what it sounds like. Let's do it. Okay, Sam. Like they used to say, let me hear your guns. Isn't that loud? Like they used to say, let me hear your guns. Isn't that loud? Sound good?
Oh yeah. The echo. It echoes forever.
You think you could hear that? Well, it's a little rowdy. Forgot to put my tether on at the very start. Rookie move. I like it. Well, get ready, boys, because we're heading out to the eastern coast of Canada. They got a meter of snow coming this weekend, so we're gonna go and play. Don't forget, you can get this Jaws performance pipe and can, of course, from Power Mods. Thanks for watching. Give us a big old thumbs up, subscribe, check us out on social media. Keep coming back. We'll see how this thing does. I feel it wants to really go. And that's what I'm liking. All right, next sled. Here, what's over here, Simon? Oh boy, we got to get on this girl. 860 big bore. How's she gonna do? So what do we need to do now on this?
Change the temperature gauge.
Temperature gauge.
And I think that's about it.
That's about it.
I'll have to check my list.
That kind of powder, we're really gonna have to. We'll bring out a roll of tape with us just to maybe cover up the odd little vent here and there. But
Yeah, this thing's not really designed for
not really
endless deep powder.
You just got to keep the front end out all the time, right?
Oh, that's no
It's got to
problem.
be like that. It's a 144, 146. 146?
2.5.
146, 2.5. This is gonna rock, Simon. Here, we'll just do that. Look at that. Okay, let's get into this bad boy. Oh boy, look at all the wires everywhere. Just really like it. Just the way we like it. Okay. Stay tuned. Keep coming back, lads. We got more to show you. Okay, this gauge here.
Good?
Good to go.